I'm really not sure how we've gone from believe all women to immediately women need to shut up if they feel uncomfortable seeing male genitalia in a female locker room. Pretty interesting. What is up, you guys? Welcome back. So before we jump into today's video, I just really wanted to take the time to thank you guys. Thank you to all of my subscribers, because without you, I wouldn't have this. And this is pretty freaking cool. It's not lost on me how coveted one of those is. And when it arrived at my doorstep, I actually kind of had a moment where I didn't really feel like I had earned it. Obviously, you guys think that I did because you wouldn't be here otherwise. So I just wanted to let you know how much I really do appreciate you being here. It really means the world. The amount of support that I get far outweighs the hate that I get. Also, I want to take the time to thank those of you who have gone over to buy me a coffee and donated to the channel, because man, that means a lot when you're donating your hard-earned money to this and to help keep me going. I just appreciate that so much. Thank you. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. So this case was brought to my attention by somebody that I'm actually mutuals with on Twitter. She DM'd me to tell me about this and to tell me about her own experience with this individual as well. So from the New York Post, transgender woman charged with indecent exposure over Ohio YMCA incident. A transgender woman has been charged with indecent exposure after allegedly stripping naked in front of women and girls at an Ohio YMCA, authorities said. Rachel Glines, 31, whose legal first name is Darren, was charged with 3 counts of indecent exposure in connection with at least 3 incidents at the Xenia Y dating back to 2021 and 2022. Women reported seeing a naked male in the females' locker room, including when 3 underage girls were present, according to the outlet, which cited court records. A woman who was at the Y with her 2 daughters, a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old, said she was upset and shaken when she saw a completely naked man who was facing away from his locker and completely exposed to the rest of the locker room. She asked him if he was a woman, to which the man replied that he was, according to the police report. The woman claimed the director of the Y told her men could not be kept out of the women's locker room. So the woman who had confronted the male then went to the front desk of the Y Center and reported the incident, and she was informed, no, this is actually a woman, and you shouldn't be disturbed by this. In a statement, the YMCA of Greater Dayton said it adheres to Ohio and federal laws and anti-discrimination laws, which allow all members access to its facilities and programs regardless of religion, national origin, race, color, sex, age, disability, gender identity, or sexual orientation. It added that it has a strong record of both protecting personal privacy and modesty in our facilities, which are both safe and accommodating while serving and including all members of the community equally. Given our strong record, our adherence to the law, our dedication to inclusiveness, and our environment designed to protect personal privacy for all, we will not alter our current policies, the YMCA of Greater Dayton said. Let it be known that under no circumstances will we investigate an individual's birth, gender identity, and then assign individuals to locker rooms. That would be counter to the law, counter to respect for all people, and it is not who we are as an organization. So, we have a case of a male who is allegedly, for legal purposes, going into female locker rooms, exposing himself, and then for some reason, the women are being told that they should not be disturbed by this type of behavior, that they shouldn't be disturbed at the sight of a male in what is supposed to be a female-only space. And instead of actually addressing these women's concerns, they just side with the male who is exposing himself. The reason Katisha reached out to me is because she's directly involved with this situation and knows this person firsthand, this Glines character. Glines had actually gone into the Y Center at the next town over, and that's where Katisha worked. And, you know, there was a couple strange comments that he made towards her, and she kind of just blew it off and just said, okay, like, whatever. Didn't really talk to him a whole lot. But then after these incidents at the Xenia, he came back to the Y Center where Katisha worked. And he kind of had just said, oh, well, they had issues with me using the female locker room. So Takesha thought this was a good opportunity to just like reach out and be a friend and be supportive of this person, thinking that he didn't have bad intentions. Obviously, since this information is coming from him directly, she was not aware of the the actual situation that had occurred. She did try very hard to be a friend. She would, you know, talk to him when he would come into her workplace. She had like dropped off some food to him at his workplace and just genuinely tried to show that she cared and she just wanted to be there for him. But on one occasion, they had gone for coffee and they were talking and she was trying to just basically comfort him. He was confiding in her. She was trying to be nice, trying to be a friend. During what was supposed to be intended as a friendly hug, Glines, allegedly for legal purposes yet again, then groped Katisha in a very intrusive manner. Katisha did manage to get a personal protection order against this individual because he came into our workplace after the incident several times trying to look for her, trying to talk to her, and she obviously did not feel comfortable doing so. She felt extremely violated and has been sharing her story also and trying to just kind of raise awareness about this. If you would like to go support Katisha, you can do so over at Twitter. She's over there at Katisha Says. And I will say, if you feel the inclination whatsoever to go and send Katisha a mean message or go harass her in any way whatsoever, I would rather you just aim that at me. Leave it in the comments or go yell at me over on Twitter. You can attack me all day over there. You can quote tweet me until your little fingers bleed. I don't even care. But don't throw it at her, okay? If you claim to be a feminist and care about women's rights, you should acknowledge and uphold our right to female-only spaces. And the more that people ignore these types of cases, the more that people side with males exposing themselves to women and young girls, the more that women realize that our spaces are not safe, that our spaces are not protected, and that our safety does not matter to any gender ideologues. I just think that if you claim to care about women and our safety, this should also matter. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.